So, the premise of this video is simple. I am just going to talk about some news items that have amused me as of late. I don't want anything that I'm saying to be confused for importance, because of course it is not. Nothing is important. I am a nihilistic fella. I don't believe in the concept of importance. Not that that matters. So Trump is mad about a portrait that was hanging up in the Colorado State Capitol building, calling it wildly distorted and unflattering. The portrait has since been removed at his behest. But when you look at it side by side with a photo of Trump, you have to wonder, like, what the hell is he talking about exactly? What exactly is wrong with this portrait? What's distorted about it? Is he not orange enough? Or maybe he's so used to his weird sycophants depicting him as this muscular alpha Chad that he thinks that's what he actually looks like. And so when someone just paints him straight up, he's like, oh, that's not me. You should look at Ben Garrison's work. That's how I should look. That's how I should be depicted. Okay, come on. And of course, everyone's been talking about the incident wherein some Trump officials accidentally looped a reporter from The Atlantic into their discussion of their battle plans against Yemen. Republicans have tried a bunch of different tactics to downplay this incident. Some of them have played the little semantics game saying, oh, well, you know, when these came out, they were described as war plans. But technically, we're not at war with Yemen. I mean, sure, we bombed the shit out of them, but we're not at war, so, you know, you can see how this was kind of deceitfully presented, right? Okay, sure, guys. Good stuff. Another thing that they've said is that it's a hoax. I don't really see how it's a hoax, but Pete Hegseth, our defense secretary, tweeted that it was a hoax, so let's take a look at his tweet. So let's me get this straight.
Oh my God.
Let's me get this straight. Our defense secretary is Captain Caveman, ladies and gentlemen. I would say he's back on the sauce, but that would imply he was ever off. So let's me get this straight. The Atlantic released so-called war plans, and those plans include no names, no targets, no locations, no units, no routes, no sources, no methods, and no classified information. Those are some really shitty war plans. This only proves one thing. Jeff Goldberg has never seen a war plan or an attack plan, as he now calls it. Not even close. As I type this, my team and I are traveling to Indo-PACOM region, meeting with commanders, the guys who make real war plans, and talking to troops. We will continue to do our job while the media does what it does best, peddle hoaxes. Oh, I see. Well, that's all well and good, but the problem is The Atlantic published messages from the group chat revealing detailed plans for the Yemen strikes, including specific targets, weapons to be deployed, and attack sequencing. So what kind of defense is this? I mean, it's like, it's no big deal that we were stupid enough to accidentally include a journalist in our war plans or attack plans, if you prefer, because we didn't show our entire ass. We just tastefully showed a single butt cheek. What's the bar now? Sure, we fumbled national security, but there was some restraint. I mean, it's like crashing your car into a building and be like, well, at least I didn't hit the lobby. Okay, but you still crashed the fucking car, bitch. But the funniest response, I think, has been the shruggers, you know? The people in the Republican Party who are just like, well, you know. Who hasn't at times accidentally looped a reporter into, you know, classified war plans? Oh, I'm sorry, they weren't classified. That's an amusing fiction. Sure, our plan of attack against Yemen isn't classified, so it's okay. You know, but whatever, that happens to the best of us, you guys. Like, who among us hasn't leaked a war plan or two to a reporter? Come on, it's practically a rite of passage. It's an everyday thing. I don't see why people are getting all bent out of shape about it. Vivian Jenna Wilson, the trans daughter of Elon Musk, did an interview with Teen Vogue, and some of the quotes in it are absolutely magical. My favorite one is when she was asked about her father, she says, he is a pathetic man-child. Why would I feel scared of him? Oh, he's got so much power. Nah, I don't give a fuck. Why should I be scared of this man? Because he's rich? Oh no, I'm trembling. Ooh, shivering in my boots here. I don't give a fuck how much money he has. I don't. I really don't. He owns Twitter. Okay, congratulations. My favorite part of that is the end quote, the he owns Twitter, okay, congratulations, because that is actually the best and most scathingly appropriate reaction that anyone has ever had to Elon's procurement of Twitter. Another hilarious piece of news today, U.S. Representative Jasmine Crockett called Texas Governor Greg Abbott Hot Wheels. For those of you who don't know, he's in a wheelchair. He's a cripple. And the MAGA reactions have been fucking hilarious. Accounts like MAGA simp Gunther Eagleman are calling for her to be removed from Congress. Well, I don't know if you know this, but we have these things called elections every few years, and if the people she represents don't want her to represent them anymore, they can vote her out. I mean, that's well within their rights in a democracy, so that's how you would do that. I love how these MAGA free speech warriors are suddenly pretending to give some kind of weird fuck about decorum. It's like, okay, you can have Trump or you can have decorum, and I don't know, you can't really have both. I mean, this is the guy who, I'm Trump, oh. Grab him by the pussy, you're a fat fucking pig. Like, you can't all of a sudden be like, whoa, guys, whatever happened to civility? When that's your guy. Like, whatever, I don't care. I like that he does that kind of shit. To me, that's the most fun thing about Trump. But you can't all of a sudden, when the opponent is like Hot Wheels, be like, whoa now. Come on, the man is disabled. Fucking please. My only complaint about it is, like, what did Hot Wheels ever do to deserve to be compared to Greg Abbott? I think that's kind of unfair. Anyway, to show you just how sad Gunther Eagleman's life is, I thought we would scroll down a mere 24 hours through his timeline and see exactly how long that takes. was going to take like 2 minutes. That was going to be the joke. It would be like, took 2 minutes to scroll through. It took 6. 6 minutes to scroll 24 hours down the guy's timeline. Not only has this dude never touched grass, I'm pretty sure he's never even seen it. I'm kind of skeptical as to whether or not he's even heard of it. Anyway, I'm Fray, the Chaos Wizard, a.k.a. the Amazing Atheist, a.k.a. TJ Kirk, a.k.a. the God of this world. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Subscribe, that thou mayst ever know when next I weave my tales of woe. And comment too, with thought or jest, let not thy silence be the guest. Share this video far and wide, let algorithms be thy guide. And shouldst thou seek more truths below, click yon link, where secrets flow. For though the night encroacheth fast, this channel's pulse shall ever last. But only if thy hand shall lend its tap, its click, its share, my friend. So go, but mark these final cries. Engage before this moment dies.